I think I can handle myself.
I know you do, that's why I'm giving it. Take it. You know how to use one of those?
Yeah, you pull the trigger.
Hi guys, how you doing? I thought I'd do just a quick review. I saw this online on eBay and I thought, that looks really cool. Now it's a garage kit, as you can probably see. I really like garage kits. They're just fantastic. Why I like them I do not know, because there's a lot of work you have to do to actually get them into a form where they look good. But I've always liked them. Most of them are made from resin, of course, which I actually quite like working with as well. And I thought, when I saw this, go for it. They tend to be a little bit more expensive because of obviously they're limited run, and the people who actually make them out of fun, not always as a business. And so they tend to be a little bit more expensive. But there we go. Now this one is a kit from a guy on eBay, and the model is Rey's blaster from the Star Wars The Force Awakens. But you may have seen a little bit of an intro I've done about the blaster, and it looks cool. Absolutely cool blaster. I've always liked, futuristic guns, from the really old ones from the 1940s with Buck Rogers right the way through to the present day, and I thought I'd give this a go. Now, this isn't resin. I like using resin. It's easy to use. You have to be a little bit careful how you use it, of course, but it's a good stuff to use, good stuff to work with, and it produces models which you can't get anywhere else. But this isn't resin. This is done by a 3D printer, so it's actually plastic. Not sure what sort of plastic, of course, and it's produced on a 3D printer, and I thought I'd have a go. Now, for instance, this part here is very light, lighter than you'd expect. Totally solid, of course. On one side, you can see here, it's rather rough. All of it's rather rough. I mean, you're going to have to sand it down like mad. But this bit goes onto the printer, and then it starts maybe not making that particular noise, but printing away. And if you look very carefully, I don't know if this can focus, but you can see the striations where it's gone from side to side, up and down, building up the plastic to form the model. What I'll do, I'll put the link to the guy's eBay, what's it called, his channel, if you like, on eBay, where you can buy these. It cost me £30. That's including postage as well, so I thought it was quite reasonable. It forms a proper full-size blaster. Although I've got a feeling it might be a little bit smaller than it should be, but not by very much. But I think it's, considering he probably just had the film to work from, he's done a really good job. But this is new to me, so this is very exciting. All the parts are really well done, and they're very crisp, because obviously these are printed one after the other, so they're not recasts. For every single one of these that he produces for sale is individually printed on his printer. But the quality of the cast, well, if you like, it's not even the cast of the print, which is a strange thing to say, is really, really good. Very clear. You do get little small artifacts and things. Obviously you get the printing lines, which you have to sand down, of course. But you also get, I'll show you in here. If you look in these holes, you can see where they made the hole, but to make the hole, they've actually, the printer had to go over the hole to actually make the hole, if you know what I mean. So you just need to get rid of that, of course. And on the inside, if you look carefully, can you see that inside there? You can see there's more strands going across there. Can you see that? Not easy to see, but easy to get rid of. I'm looking forward to this one. At the moment I've got a few shelf queens to actually finish off. I've got a few other things to start off, so don't know when I'm going to start this. What I'll do now, I'll just get some masking tape. Here we go, and we'll put it together and just see what it looks like, if I can. 1 second, we'll have a go at that. So there is, I've put it together, painter's tape all over it. Oh, there was a few things that he sent, because this gun is full of screw heads all over it, and he sent a various amount of screws, so you can pick and choose which one you want to use on the gun, which is really cool. Nice of him to do that. Now let's see if we can pick this up without it falling to bits. It's only held in by gravity. There we go. Anyway, I like that. It's a really good detail. I actually thought when I first got this kit that it was maybe a little bit too small, but it's not. It's actually a decent size. The trigger maybe is a little bit too small, possibly, but it just looks cool. There we go. I'm going to look forward to this, building this one. Is this the future of modelling? 3D printed parts? Can't undo that now. Certainly one future. So we have resin, there's vinyl, there's plastic, and now we have, well, plastic, but 3D printed plastic. Wow, isn't that amazing? I thought I'd just show you that. Now, I'm going to put his eBay name into the description, and I may even have it flashed on screen. He's UK based, but I don't know if he sends abroad, but it's worth asking. For £30 including shipping, for a unique kit made in a unique way, I think it's worth it. Well, we'll see if it's worth it, of course. There's a lot of finishing, because as I say, it is pretty. If you look at here, this is the back barrel, but it isn't exactly rounded. It's, see, can you see that? So there's a lot of work to be done on these kits, but as I say, if you had a resin kit, you'd be doing the same amount of work. So thanks a lot. Just comment, what do you think of this sort of kit? Is there a future for it? Or are we just going to have 3D printed small parts that you can add on to a normal kit? I think it's a good experiment, and I'm going to enjoy building this one. Okay, well, thanks a lot, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.